Hello, Forest Glade families. Coming up with ideas for story writing can be tough sometimes, but pictures are a great way to help get ideas going or even come up with other details for a story you might be already writing.
To start, grab a piece of paper and make 5 sections: who, when, where, and then 2 sections at the bottom. On one side you're going to put what, and on the other side you're going to put why. If it doesn't look exactly like mine, don't worry, as long as you have all the sections. Take a good look at this picture. We're going to be using it to fill out our chart. The first section is who, and it's pretty simple. All we're going to do is write down who is in our picture. And who's in our picture? A frog. Pretty simple. The next section on our chart is when, and all we're writing here is when is this happening? Today I'm going to keep it pretty simple and say that it's happening in the daytime. Next on our chart is where, and what we're writing in this section is, you guessed it, where is this picture? Where is what's happening in the picture happening? And for our picture, I could say that it's happening on a branch. If I wanted to add some more detail, I could say that it's happening on a branch in a forest. The next 2 sections are what and why, and we're going to focus on what first. What we write in the what section is what is happening in the picture. Remember that you can keep this as simple or as detailed as you like. Right now, I'm just going to start with a frog is sitting on a branch in the rain, because that's what's happening. Now I add some other things that I can see that are happening in this picture. For instance, the frog is holding a leaf. You'll also notice at this point that I've just decided that the frog is a boy frog, because it's my story. What else do you see happening in this picture? One thing that really stands out to me is that he is all alone. Now that I can't think of anything else to add for what is happening in the picture, it's time to fill in our why section. And the most important thing to remember is that every what gets a why. This means that for every what that I wrote, I have to write one why. For instance, the first one says, a frog is sitting on a branch in the rain. I'm going to pretend someone just asked me why, and I've decided that he's sitting on the branch in the rain because he loves the rain. Next, I have to answer, why is he holding a leaf? And I think he's holding a leaf because it's his umbrella. The last question I have to answer is, why is he all alone? And I think that he's all alone because he's waiting for all of his friends. Now I could take this one step further and ask, well, why is he waiting for all of his friends? And I can answer that question by coming up with that they always play together in the rain. The whys really do make the story. I think that most of the detail in your story is written in the why section. For instance, what if I had answered all of my whys a little differently? Take a look at this extra chart that I made. What if he's waiting in the rain because he's lost? What if he's holding a leaf because he doesn't want to get wet? What if he's all alone because he can't find any of his friends? Even though everything else on our chart stayed the same, having different whys totally changes our story.
Now it's your turn. Grab a piece of paper, fill out your chart, and take a look at the picture that I posted on the website. See if you can make your own story just by looking at the picture. Take it one step at a time, go one section at a time, and have fun.